Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever tried to learn German and just felt completely lost about where to even begin? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down a complete, super structured, and community-driven system that's designed to get you to A1 German in just 12 weeks. Let's dive in. Seriously, think about that for a second. So often, learning a new language feels incredibly lonely. It's just you, an app on your phone, and a whole lot of questions. But what if it wasn't like that? What if you had a whole team behind you, a crystal clear plan, and a support system cheering you on every single day? Well, that's the big idea behind the system we're exploring today. It's a completely free blueprint built around a Discord community called Deutsche Learning. The whole thing is designed from the ground up to guide learners through every single step of their A1 journey together. All right, so let's start our little tour of how this all works. This is so much more than just downloading an app and, hoping for the best. This is about joining a shared journey with a really clear destination in mind. You see, this whole approach isn't just a set of lessons. It's a complete ecosystem. You get the curriculum, the tools, the accountability, and all the community support you could need, and it all works together. So how do all the pieces fit? Well, let's start with the core tools that really form the foundation. Any good plan needs the right set of tools, right? And this system is built on a really powerful trio of free resources, where each one plays a very specific and important role. First up, we've got Duolingo. You probably know it. In this system, it provides the main lesson structure, kind of like the skeleton, giving you a clear path from A1 all the way to A2. Next, there's Nico's Weg from Deutsche Welle. This is an amazing video series that puts all that grammar and vocabulary into a real-life story so you get actual context. And finally, there's WordBit, an app that's all about drilling and reinforcing your vocabulary every single day. So you've got structure, story, and vocabulary, the three pillars of your learning. Okay, so you've got your tools. Now for the heart of the whole program, the 12-week roadmap. This is the detailed week-by-week plan that's designed to take all the guesswork out of learning. Yep, you heard that right. The goal is A1 proficiency in just 3 months. Now, that might sound ambitious, but it is totally achievable because every single week is planned out for you. The whole journey is broken down into these manageable phases, each with a clear focus, guiding you from the absolute basics to having your very first real conversations. And the whole thing is built on a really logical progression. Phase 1, that's weeks 1 through 4, is all about the foundations, getting the pronunciation right, building basic sentences, that kind of survival German. Then, Phase 2 moves into daily life, asking questions, describing your surroundings, and handling common situations. And finally, Phase 3 is where you build your fluency base, focusing on expressing what you want and really getting you ready for actual conversations. Now, a high-level overview is great, but what does this actually look like in practice? Let's zoom in and take a peek at a typical week so you can see how all these pieces click together. Okay, so check this out. This is an example from week 4. The main focus here is on noun gender, the infamous der, die, das. So to tackle that, you'd be working through Duolingo units 8 to 10. Then over in Nico's Weg, chapter 6 has you talking about your home, which gives it that practical context. And look at the tasks. They're super concrete. Learn 10 new nouns with their articles every day, and even physically label stuff in your home. See how it all connects? It's a perfect example of how the tools and the tasks all line up to hit one clear weekly goal. Having a great plan is one thing, but actually sticking to it, that's the hard part. And that's where the community and all the accountability structures come in. They're absolutely crucial for keeping you motivated and on the right track. So to keep everyone moving forward, there's this really cool weekly accountability loop. Every week kicks off with clear goals posted in an announcements channel. Then, every Sunday, you take a little AI-powered quiz to see what you've learned. Those scores then update a live leaderboard, which sparks a little friendly competition. And those daily tasks we talked about, they're non-negotiable. It's the steady, consistent structure that really drives the progress. And the best part is, you are never alone in this. The Discord server is just packed with helpful resources. You've got forums for tricky grammar questions, specific channels for sharing notes on each week's lessons, and places to drop cool links you find. But most importantly, there are dedicated text and voice channels where you can practice every single day with other people who are learning right alongside you. And this quote right here, It just perfectly sums up the whole spirit of the community. It's not about already knowing all the answers. It's about having a safe place where you can ask any question, no matter how big or small, and get help from people who are on the exact same journey. In other words, you're part of a team. And hey, it's not all about grammar drills and flashcards. The community is also about bringing the language to life. We're talking monthly events with guest speakers, German movie nights for a little cultural immersion, and even hangouts with fluent speakers or folks actually living in Germany. It's really about building a genuine connection to the language and its culture, not just memorizing a bunch of rules. So, we've seen the tools, we've seen the plan, and we've seen the community that holds it all together. Now let's just step back for a second and recap why this approach is such a game changer. I mean, just think about the old way of learning a language. It's usually isolated, pretty unstructured, and all of that leads to really slow, frustrating progress. This approach we've been talking about is the total opposite. It's collaborative, not lonely, it's highly structured, not just random, and because of those weekly goals and quizzes, your progress is actually measured and visible, which, let me tell you, is incredibly motivating. And that really is the big question, isn't it? If you follow a clear, collaborative blueprint like this one, just imagine the progress you could make. Imagine holding a basic conversation, or understanding a short video, or even just writing a little bit about yourself in German. In just 12 weeks, that could actually be you.